Well, I think anytime you get a taste of the state playoffs, I mean, not many teams make it, so it's tough to do, and it's a big accomplishment for a program. And I think when you get that taste of that stage and playing in that environment against obviously a high-quality program like Stonebridge, you get that taste. You want to get back and do it again, and this time, fix the things that we messed up on and win that game to get us back in a title game, which I believe we haven't been in one since the mid-'90s. I mean, these guys, this core group of seniors have put in so much work changing this program, and they've built this thing back to where it was when Coach Manning was here and Coach Hicks. And, I take my hat off to them. I love these guys, and they've put in that work to make Matoaca back to what Matoaca was. And I think they need to embrace that and remember it, but it's over now, and that's last year. So we have to move on, and we have to go a different direction. We have to be able to, make some adjustments, hopefully make some more plays. Winning helps a lot. I mean, winning a regional title helps a lot, but we are making big strides towards that. But it comes down to, having a player-led team. We have to have seniors that lead. We have to have players that know what's expected, know what that culture is, and then go out there and do that at practice and the games and in the school building and in the community, because that's really how you can that's really how you can get programs to achieve greatness. Is you got to be able to have a player-led team. I mean, I can sit here and say all the right things. My coaching staff, which I have a phenomenal coaching staff, can say all the right stuff, and they can hear it from people in the community. But until these kids buy into it, until they believe it, until they can tell it to each other, that's when you get total buy-in. With this group, it's kind of interesting. We got on the bus after Stonebridge, and we had already prearranged to have some food brought onto the bus and stuff, so we could have something to eat on the way back. And it was really quiet for the first 40 minutes. Nobody really said anything. Then I started kind of hearing little grumblings, and a lot of times with players on the bus, you never know what kind of conversations they're going to have. But almost to a man, every single player on that bus was either crying because they knew that it was their last game, or they were talking about next year we have to do even better. Next year we have to raise the bar even higher. Next year we have to work harder. We have to lift more. We have to be at workouts. We have to practice. We have to do all the little things. I like their attitudes. I like their hunger. I like the way they approach practice and games, and they want to get better all the time. So they come to practice and they're putting in the extra work on all the little small stuff that you might not see on Friday nights. But as a football guy, you watch a film and you can see the footwork. You can see the way they use their hands. You can see the way they fire off the ball. And those things are what kind of separates those players from everybody else. I mean, even now while we're talking, we're just working on a special teams drill, and I can still hear those seniors leading and talking. We haven't officially named a starter yet. We still got guys battling for that job. I think as you build your program, as you build that culture, it's that work ethic to understand our system and what we're trying to do. And our offense can be a little complicated, for a new quarterback. So, we got 4 guys battling it out right now, and hopefully we'll see some good stuff in the scrimmages, and we'll name a starter sooner than later. Well, with the talent we have coming back, you asked me 2 years ago what I thought we should do, and I wanted to get back to the playoffs so we could have back-to-back years. Coach Parker's last year, and my first year, I said we got to establish that playoff and get back to the playoffs every year. So we did that, and then last year we talked about we need to get to the playoffs and win football games because we hadn't won a playoff game in a long time. And last year we got on a roll, and we won 3 in a row. So this year, you have to keep raising the bar. So, of course, you want to do even more than you did last year. So we obviously want to win every game in the regular season. And gosh knows we got a gauntlet in the Central District with some high-quality teams from Dinwiddie to Thomasdale. Coach Rudd's doing a phenomenal job at Meadowbrook and building those guys back up. You got Coach Hall over at Prince George and all those guys, Colonial Heights. And they got a lot of talent back from last year. So everybody's going to be better. Petersburg's JV last year was phenomenal. They're going to be even better this year. So we're going to be battle-tested. Now it's, can we get to the postseason and make a run like we did last year? I mean, all you can hope for is to have the opportunity to take the field in the big games. So once we get there, it's kind of up to us and the other team and who comes out on top. And hopefully we can keep winning one more game.